playing our national anthem.
Good evening, everybody. Ted has designated me as the associate conductor for something. I'd like to welcome everybody here. All the support we've gotten from the Manistee School, providing this facility for us. This ensemble you see before you is here. I was going through, my mother used to arrange music, and years ago she did this. She did this arrangement of Verdi's Triumphal March. It's from the Aida, the opera Aida. And I found this in a box in a shed down at the bottom, and I drug it out and had it digitized for us. And then, to my knowledge, this may be the first time. This may be the first time it's ever been performed, to my knowledge. My brother also has never heard it. So this is the Triumphal March from Aida, arranged by my mother.
Hello, everyone. It's good to see you all here. Thank you so much to Manistee Public Schools for having us here. This is our first time we've been on this stage as a West Shore Community College organization. We're very happy. It's going to be fun. What you've been seeing here are things that really I have no control of, which is kind of interesting. These are groups that just perform on their own before rehearsal. We have a 2-hour rehearsal weekly. This is before and after. So I'm very proud, and these are other band members helping conduct and just mentor other people. So it's a really good vibe. We have things going on all the time at the college. And so this is a little saxophone ensemble that our friend here, Jim Truxton, put together. Yeah? And I'm going to hand this mic over to him, and you can just explain what they've been working on.
Hi. A few of you in the audience know me, and I grew up in Baldwin, was part of the music program there, went away, got a degree in music education, taught band for 5 years. That didn't work out. So after 35 years of a very successful business endeavor, retired a few years ago, and opportunities arose here at West Shore. So I've come full circle and just having a real good time. Something I've always wanted to do. The group is enthused enough about. We're going to continue. This is kind of the end of the semester for Music of West Shore. Group wants to continue on into the summer. We've got a lot of things we can do and find plenty of opportunities to play. So anyway, we're going to play this Amazing Grace that we've prepared for you.
The next group we're going to bring out is the percussion ensemble. And our percussion ensemble is about 3 years old, but really, I want to say 1 year old, because we have an exceptional instructor teaching these students. Xavier Verna is our executive director of the Ramsdale Regional Center for the Arts right here in Manistee. And it's just, you know, when you know somebody gets it, he gets it. He's doing wonderful things at the Ramsdale. I'm very proud to be a friend of his now, a colleague, working together on behalf of the arts. So I would like, without further ado, to bring out Professor Mr. Xavier Verna.
Thank you, Ted. Great intro. We were working that out. What am I going to say? $20. Go. Send you the bill. I just want to let Ted know and everybody involved in all of this that it's a great privilege to have the opportunity to teach. I grew up with that passion, and I'm very proud that I know that for myself, you know, even though I'm working at the Ramsdale, that teaching is still a big part of me. And Ted is an outstanding leader and is doing a tremendous job at West Shore Community College with that performing arts program. So I just want to give him a big round of applause. And a big thank you for inviting me to the program. So tonight what we have for you is a couple of pieces. You're going to hear a mallet piece. It's an arrangement from a Beethoven piano sonata. So see, as percussionists, you know, back in the day, people like Beethoven and Bach and Mozart, they weren't writing for percussion. So we have to steal a lot of their stuff, and we have to make it sound good with what we have. So thankfully, we have some tonal instruments to do that. So I think you'll really enjoy this piece, and I'm happy to have been working with a couple of the percussionists I'll be playing in the piece. And something that was totally unplanned, but I'm very glad it happened, and I'm a huge advocate for this. We're going to be playing that piece by memory. You don't see any music stands there. So very proud of the work that they've been doing. The next piece, all this junk that you see here, is a very percussive piece, and it's really, really exciting. I'm going to actually, if you could humor me, I'm going to show you what happens in this piece, but you're going to participate with me. So one of the challenges with this piece is that it changes time signatures. So if you could just clap with me real slow, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Okay, so now we're going to take one of these away. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Take another one away. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Go back to 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 4. Okay, so that's the basic gist of it. Isn't that fun? So we had a good time the first time we tried doing that. They honestly didn't think that they would get through it, but they worked so hard on it. And I'm very proud of them. They've gotten through the piece. And one of the things that we changed about this program is that we really embraced chamber music. No conductor, you have to communicate with each other, okay? Use your eyes, use your body, use your hands, okay? And you mark up your music, you decide where you're gonna cue each other during the piece. So you're gonna see a lot of, you know, this going on over here. So that's just part of the activity. So please enjoy. Thank you.
Wasn't that awesome? Yeah, so, and that's really, I mean, I know where these students were a year ago, 2 years ago, and Xavier's tutelage has really been incredible. They're learning a ton about percussive artists, so really excited to have him. Really excited to have you here. We're gonna finish up here by clearing the stage, and I'm gonna put about 95 members on stage. Now, I want the lights to turn on, please and thanks, and you guys can talk and not look about anything that's happened on stage. Don't even pay attention, and we'll be right back. Thank you, everybody. you. Oh, there it is. So that was a Sousa march. Can anybody tell me why Sousa's important in our music history? Anybody? He was the first what? Anybody? Director of what? The President's Own Marine Band. Okay, that was written in 1908. And it's called the Fairest of the Fair. It was actually written for the Boston Food Fair. So it was a march. It was party music at that time. And also, if you think about it, little brass bands were all over at the turn of the 20th century. So Sousa really paved the way for marching bands, wind bands as we move forward, and very influential. And we haven't done a Sousa march in a long time. The next piece is going to feature a couple of instrumentalists, one being Asher Noble on soprano sax. This is a beautiful Scottish ballad called Perthshire Majesty? Yeah, very Perthshire Majesty by Samuel Hazen. That's a pretty piece to play. The next piece we're going to be playing is Prairie Dances by David Holsinger. And Holsinger is a composer that writes lots of fun, rhythmic motifs throughout all of his music, incorporates percussion. But I do want to tell you, this was not supposed to be conducted by me. Andrea Mack is our director of bands here at Manistee, and she has been rehearsing this band every week to get ready for tonight. And as some of you may have known, she had some health issues in the hospital, and she's back doing very well. Pretty scary stuff, actually, but now she's doing very well. And I appreciate her, Manistee area schools, and the students of Manistee that are in this band. It's a class act, it's always been, and it's wonderful to be a part of it. And so this is for Andrea, and I just want to thank the band for being so awesome to her, and we're going to play this Prairie Dances. Would it help if I said I just found out? They test me from time to time. I got you through. Not as good as Andrew could do it, but I got you through. The next piece we're going to play is a programmatic work, meaning about some sort of scene or a story. And this is another Samuel Hazel composition. Samuel Hazel was one of our prolific composers at the time, writing all sorts of work for wind band, big, small. And the title of this is In Flight. So if you could think about that as a programmatic vision, In Flight. don't mind saying this in front of a live audience because I'm biased and I'm usually the most constructive, but you are playing this music wonderfully. Good job, you guys. Okay, before we get to our last number, and thank you for being a great audience. Thank you for not letting it snow tonight. Everybody laughs, but you know I'm serious. Okay, so I have some thank yous. This is getting to be the end of the season, and we've had an incredible season for West Shore Community College Performing Arts. Over 25, 30 shows, something of that nature. Thousands of people have come to West Shore to see our Performing Arts series. And I have a production staff, folks, and I'm telling you what, if you're an administrator or you own a company, you know how hard it is to find great people. And I have, I think, the best crew you can ever ask for. I want to thank tonight, in particularly Matt Crescenzi over here. He's doing our recording and all that, helping us set up. I want to thank Yvette, and Yvette, if you can stand, please. Yvette, yep. See, they like her a lot more than me, but she does so much work, and I flat out said it. I mean, I am one person running this whole show, but guess what? I'm really not the one running it. Everybody, we're a big team, and she's a huge part of what we do. So thank you from the bottom of my heart for everything you do for us. Thank you. I want to thank Manistee Schools. I've had the privilege of doing honors band up here in Benzie, working with Manistee and Benzie and all the northern schools just a few months ago. I come and do clinics with the Manistee Jazz Band, and I heard Andrea's groups before festival, but I want to thank Andrea Mack, and I do want to thank Ingrid Bond. They're really doing great work with our kids. Let's thank them. Amanda, are you up there? It's like, okay, see, I can't see. Oh, there she is. Well, there's a couple, there she goes. She's giving me like SOS. So, Amanda is our choir director here. Fine, see, I said that right this time. She's our choir director. She also runs this auditorium, but also, it's her birthday. Did I get that right? So, from all of us, happy birthday. Thank you for being here. She's been helping us out. The lights are too bright. The lights are no good. The lights are light, and she's helping us all out. So thank you so much, and happy birthday to you. I want to thank Ryan Miller. Yes. Manistee student got here. I mean, just class act, you know, helping us out, making us feel welcome, trying to do whatever you can to help out. I want to thank Jim Truxton. Jim does a lot for us. He pulls our trailer around, or pulls his trailer around, helping us up, loading, unloading. Jim, thank you very much. I do want to thank again Xavier, and Jim, and Larry, and people working on these ensembles. I do appreciate all their help, so thank you to them. I think I got all through that. Finally, parents out here that support your students in the fine arts, continue to do this. They're doing very well. You can hear what they do on stage. Continue to yell at people that think this is not important, because I can argue that to the T about how these students do academically as compared to don't. So please continue to support your schools, continue to support fine arts programs. So thank you, parents, for allowing this to happen on a Wednesday night. Finally, to you guys, seriously, I mean, every Wednesday we get the chance to do this. There's a lot of you and a lot of moving parts, and you make my life better after I leave. So thank you to all of you for your dedication to this program. The last thing I have to do is something that I didn't think I was going to have to do, but we're having on the 28th our 6th annual, it's been 6 years since I've been doing this? Holy Toledo. 6th annual Fine Arts Awards reception at West Shore Community College. And right now we have about 225 RSVP. We're very excited. But there are some folks that are going to be getting awards that cannot be there tonight. And as I don't have plaques yet, I'd like to recognize these people. They've done outstanding work. And we just give a big hoot and holler when I call their names, because they're not going to get a big plaque and a whole eulogy here. So, you like that? Okay, so where am I? So we have our West Shore Community College Jazz Ensemble. And this individual came and started playing with us and coming out and just getting better and better every time. A student from Hart that was recruited here and now a West Shore Community College student. Tess, are you here? Our Tess Holdsworth, our award recipient for the Jazz Ensemble for West Shore Community College. And you'll get a pretty plaque and it'll be up there forever. Yay. We also have our percussion ensemble. So I have 2 awards to give out, obviously, verbally. The first one is a community award. We do community awards, we do high school awards, and Wscc awards. But this person comes in and works almost daily on his craft. He's got some time to do that. He's kind of gone full circle and coming back here. And I want to recognize a good friend of mine that I've had a chance to play, I'm not kidding, probably over 100 gigs with. Mr. Mike Carden, our recipient of our Community Percussion Ensemble Award. We call him Father Time. And lastly, on the percussion ensemble end, we have an individual that is going off and doing wonderful things. I don't know if he's made a decision yet, but he's gotten a huge scholarship to Berklee College of Music. He's been just a wonderful person to have around, great musician, and just a warm guy. I mean, if you know this guy. His name is Preston Giganti, and he won't be here because he'll be doing forensics. Award recipient for percussion ensemble from Mason County Central High School. And lastly, I know I'm talking a lot, but this is important, and we do a huge banquet, so this is important stuff for us. The Symphony Awards, and I have to go through, it takes me a few hours to start going through names, and there's a lot of deserving people, but we have 2 high school awards. And I'm telling you what, the band directors that bring their students here, I benefit from. And I hope we reciprocate that back. But I do want to award 2 awards for the Wind Symphony High School Award from Mason County Central, Trombonist Sympathy Awards. Could you please stand and be recognized? Outstanding trombone player. And another outstanding student, a leader in her school, and she's been in this band, I think her whole 4 years, but she'll correct me if I'm wrong. But I want to recognize our second outstanding recipient from Shelby area schools, tubist. Is that a word? Tubist, I believe. I don't want to say tubist. Miss Caitlin Brown. Recruited as an 8th grader. As an 8th grader. And that's all I have. But thank you so much to everybody. And please, let's hope for spring. And I think Bill's going to say something.
Hi, Ted. So, Wednesday nights, we need to go someplace. And Ted's usually there. Sometimes Andrew's there. And so while he's there, he's not at home, and he's not tending to his other businesses. And so we, as a Wind Symphony, like to get together and give him just a little appreciation of the time that he spends with us. And maybe he can spend a little of this with his family when he thinks that... You heard a little while ago about somebody here who does all the work and is a Ted's assistant, but we see it from a different, we as the musicians, when we go on Wednesdays, the chairs are all set up, the stands are there, all the copies. Gee, I forgot to make a 3rd copy of something. Emails don't come because we're not having band tonight because it's snowing out. All kinds of communication. reminding us to put our folders in the bucket when we're done, because she'll come and hunt us down if we don't turn them in and all that. So we as a band would appreciate giving Yvette also
We're gonna have pictures right after this, so we can get a current picture of us. So if you're just, let us keep that just for a little bit. And thank you so much for supporting us and supporting fine arts in your communities. Thank you. Slow down. Wish you all a great summer. If you have a senior in this group, a junior group, a sophomore, freshman, anybody who's young, $31,000 in scholarships on the docket for next year at Fine Arts at West Shore Community College. So interested in getting more information, please come see me. Get some warm weather to Michigan for us, okay? We're going to take a picture. We'll be there back in a minute. Thank you, everybody. Have a great summer.
Yeah, because we should not have done it at that time.
Take your time. Tie straight. Thank you. Look at this.
There you guys are.
Thank you.
Yeah, definitely. He's really hoping for it. Yeah, he's hoping you can go up in the press box.
Well, I hope you had as much fun as a nice concert as I had. Until next time, this is Mike Tillison on camera. You have a wonderful day. Pray for the troops. Always win. Never give up.